As your student graduate speaker, Ms. Rachel Markon represents the class of 2010. She auditioned for and earned this privilege. Her speech is entitled World History, 2010 edition. Rachel, the podium is yours.
Good afternoon, class of 2010. We've done it. 4 years and 84 courses later, we find ourselves here today graduating. The classes required to graduate have taken us through a myriad of departments here at Eagan High School. We have all ventured through the Eagan High School's English, Math, and Science departments. Some of us have studied Espanol, while others can parler français. Maybe you whipped up some desserts in the cooking classes, or tromped down to the tennis courts for racket sports. Throughout all of this, our classes have taught us a variety of things. We can now solve for x, find a misplaced modifier, and identify sulfur. Maybe. But today, I would like us to take a look at a specific set of courses, our history classes. Between the 500 of us here today, we have explored the history of everything from the United States to Afghanistan to Africa to Europe. We have spent hours memorizing notable figures, important places, and significant dates. Those of us who have taken the history AP tests can defend, challenge, or qualify the following statements. A lot of stuff has happened in history. However, while we have spent 4 years flipping through history textbooks, this year we have also seen it unfold in front of our very own eyes. Our TV screens and newspapers have been brimming with events that will fill the pages of future history books. We passed healthcare legislation, elected a Hispanic woman to the Supreme Court, seen jobs lost and jobs created, witnessed a devastating earthquake in Haiti, watched the Winter Olympics, discovered an oil leak, and seen the rise of Lady Gaga. Which has caused some to say that we are caught in a bad romance. From all of this, the lesson is clear. Yes, we all have had those moments when we are sitting in our history classrooms and cannot spend another second there. The PowerPoint may be boring or the notes tedious. But the events of this year have shown us that history is not something that is dusty, old, and irrelevant. Rather, it is a living, important subject that influences our lives every day. Up until now, we have been learning about how others have changed the world. Now, class of 2010, the tables are turning. The history textbooks for the next generation are being written right now. And as we leave high school, it is us who become the authors. Next year, we will all be heading to a variety of different places. Perhaps we will be attending college, in the military, taking a year off, or even going straight into the workforce. We will be spread out from the East Coast to the West Coast, everywhere in between and overseas. Some would say that this diffusion would prevent us from changing the world. But I hold a different opinion. Instead of weakening us, I think that our distance only means that we will be changing the world in more places. These past 4 years, I have seen some amazing things from our class. I watched the athletes score winning goals, the actors perform dramatic monologues, and the academic all-stars compose beautiful prose. I have also seen increased hard work, empathy, and tolerance. In short, I have seen the potential for what we can become. There is no doubt in my mind that our class has the ability to achieve great things. However, our existence in itself is not simply going to change the world. We're going to have to actively make a difference. In the words of philosopher and social commentator Jay-Z, I've been waiting for this hour. History, you ours. And so, today, I ask us all to pause and think about what we want our children and then their children to be learning about in their history classrooms. What will their teachers be lecturing about? What information will their books hold? The answer to these questions are entirely in our hands. Today, the word history changes from past tense to future tense. Today, the world is what we make of it. Who knows what those of us sitting in this room will become? Maybe you will cure a disease, teach hundreds of children algebra, invent the next great invention, or negotiate a treaty with another country. Maybe you'll become a wonderful mother, father, or friend to someone. No matter the path, history can be forever altered by our contributions. We simply need to decide to make them count. It may not be easy. Our world today faces many problems. We have nations at war, economic losses, environmental damages, and social inequalities. Up until now, it has been sufficient to sit back, watch others make mistakes, and then complain about the results. The problems that we saw weren't our fault, and there wasn't much that we could personally do to fix them. Well, class of 2010, those times are over. If we disagree with new immigration laws, we have the power to vote for elected officials with different opinions. If there's new healthcare legislation isn't really our thing, we can let the world know. Our visions of the future, whatever it may be, is possible. However, creating this vision is not only possible, but also necessary. Whether we like it or not, the responsibility has shifted towards our shoulders. Just as we have had to take on more responsibilities around our houses and at school over the past few years, influencing history follows suit. As we leave high school, it is crucially important that we take this responsibility seriously. Read the newspaper, follow debates about current events, discuss the issues with your friends. History needs to be changed by someone, and if not us, then who? It's our turn. It's time for us to decide how we want our world to look and actively pursue it. We have spent the past 12 years getting the tools to make a difference and to overcome the challenges that we will face in the process of doing so. I have seen the talent, and I have seen the passion. The only thing left is to put it all together. I am confident that as a class of 2010, we will take this responsibility and privilege seriously and truly change the world for the better. So let's go write those history books.
Heinz Sam Matthew. William John Malloy. Courtney K. Kenneman. Baruba Vola. Anthony James Latowski. Eric Scott Larson. Kristen Nicole Bush. Lachey Jeanette Esther. Stephanie Ann Nickley. Ryan Scott Broders. Nathan Rejikupe Itua. Jennifer Tianyi Wang. Matt Moin Basu. Juk T. Doan. Catherine Elizabeth Tubbs. Rachel Leah Markon. William Lewis Marr. Ryan Joseph Lutz. Loretta Carissa Pearl. Elise Bryn Erickson Rainey. Kristen Mary Ammerman.